な、渦巻きナルトが帰ってきたぞ。
飛来神の術。
俺ってば父ちゃんを越すほかげになる。
愚かなる
子供騙しか。
アマテラス。
行くぜ。これが俺たちの力だってばよ。渦巻きナルトが帰ってきたぞ。
飛来神の術。
俺ってば父ちゃんを越すほかげになる。
愚かなる
子供騙しか。
アマテラス。
行くぜ。こ たちの力だってばよ。
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to University Legends GMX Showdown Grand Finals. I'm your host and caster, TruSpirit, and tonight we're going to have some real interesting matches. It is a best of 5 between Happy Meals and Promise Ruins. It is going to be a great night. I'm honestly just looking forward to the matches. Both of these teams have showed a lot of promise, making their way up. And it's going to be good, man. It's going to be real good. Still waiting for, I believe, Happy Meals to get in. But once they're in, it is going to be a war. Hopefully, I don't know. I'm kind of hoping we go all the way. Yeah, think we make it to a game 5 tonight. I'm hoping we make it to a game 5. What are the chances? As good as both of these teams are, it's very likely we're gonna make it to a game 5. It is very likely. And I think that's what we all want to see, right? All right, let's make sure we got everything prepared beforehand. All right, everything is ready. Everything is set. We just need to wait for the players now, and it is going to be an epic night of battle. Honestly, but when it comes down to these players, I don't know, man. I feel like I got a lot of favorites here. Everyone it just does like a really good job on their respective role. There aren't any really weak links to either of these teams, so see them go all out, see who's gonna come out on top. It's gonna be a night. We're missing Everlasting Forest. I'd be very disappointed. I'd be very disappointed if they have any switch ups at this point. We want to see the same people. I don't want to see any switch ups tonight. No, we've seen a few. I don't think we want to see any tonight. What I will say is Happy Meals had a very dominating series yesterday. A 0-2 against VOK. So it's like, I don't know. VOK was also pretty strong as well. So we could, I don't know. Can we really gauge how strong Happy Meals really is? Still waiting for Pandose and Everlasting Forest. Happy Meals got us a little bit concerned right now. Well, on the side of Promise Ruins, they also had a pretty good series yesterday. It wasn't so much dominating. They did lose that first game. It was pretty balanced with BTV. However, they came out on top, having a pretty good second and third game. I mean, based off of that, kind of feel like it seems like Happy Meals may be the stronger team overall. But we also seen less matches of Happy Meals as they did have a DQ in one of their matches. You want Arai Guma? I'm not sure where she is. She came the one night, and that was just it. It was never to hear from her again. Same for Heh. It was only like one night we had each of them come on, and then now it's just me. You guys are stuck with me. Until we get started. But if they take too long, it might end up being end up being a DQ. still waiting for a bit. Let's see. Could be issues with the lobby right now. Not getting really any invites at the moment. See what the issue might be. It's not looking like a DQ. All right, it looks like we got everybody here. But it does look like, okay, so it seems like they might have had to find a sub real quick, as it seems Everlasting Forest is not going to be playing tonight. Instead, we have Pandose and Who's Cindy. How, I don't know. What Happy Meal's having like a pretty, like, I want to say a balanced game. Not so much a dominating game in their last series yesterday. I wonder if Who's Cindy is going to bring more synergy or if it's going to bring issues to the lineup. On the side of Promise Ruins, we got the same. Actually, you know, it was pretty dominating for Happy Meals. It was, but just the change could change everything. Could mess up the synergy. Could mess up the drafts. It could be anything. But on the side of Promise Ruins, we got all of the same members. So perhaps they'll have that synergy. Perhaps they'll be able to take them on. It's not, you don't want to see change ups in the grand finals for sure. But hopefully, somehow, Happy Meals is still able to pull this off. Alright, looks like we're having another player change. Oh, okay, there it goes. Everlasting Forest managing to show up. I think we got pretty much the original lineup for both teams right now. I believe we are just about ready to get going. Oh no, actually no, we're missing Kong. And Kong was doing really good on the roam last night too. So my question is Who's Cindy gonna be able to fill the shoes? Where's it King? Might be some rough shoes to fill, but perhaps we shall see if they can fill them in. And now it seems like Promise Ruins might be having a bit. Okay, there we go. All right. Now we have all the members. And now we're just waiting for Promise Ruins to ready up, and we can go ahead and get started. Our best of 5 in the grand finals of the University Legend GMX Showdown. Happy Meals versus Promise Ruins. While we have the time, gotta give our shout outs. Shout outs to Alea, Starboy, all the other people that made this possible. To Moonton, GMX Gaming, and Nexus Gaming for supporting us, making University Legends greater. just here existing. You know what? We can change that. We can change that. You're no longer existing. You're working. I kid, I kid. Alright, guys. Well, perhaps both teams just wasn't ready. Mojo, Jojo, Viva La Vida not readying up. The silent tourney host. We're not silent. We're just waiting. Pretty much already went over. All we really can is like, we know Everlasting Fort is the one to watch out for. It seems like we don't know like the actual lineup. Who's Cindy seems to be new. Both teams seem to be ready. And here we go into the draft of our first game of the night. It's a best of 5 grand finals. Happy Meals versus Promise Ruins. Starting out with the Fanny Ban. Once again, best of 5. I don't think you want to prioritize that a little too much. Checking out that Marcel. We have seen Kang do really good on the Marcel, so we definitely want to get rid of that. Harry is taken out as well. Could possibly be looking for a Fredrin or maybe a Basha on this first game. Everyone seems to have been loving Promise Ruins thus far, but I don't know. They could possibly meet their end by Happy Meals. Happy Meals once again has had a dominating performance throughout the tourney, honestly, since the very beginning. It's kind of hard to imagine them losing when they've had such a dominating performance. The Grok is banned out. Is actually a very smart choice. Not only does he give that immense amount of control, but if I remember correctly, Agony on the Grok is an issue.
I'm a daughter of Northern Vale. I swear to protect it till my last breath.
Checking out the Freya. Definitely someone you want to get rid of. Get rid of that early game pressure. First picks are up, and we're going to lock in the Harley. Once again, always a good pick. That high mobility, high burst damage. You're able to scale in that early game, you're pretty much untouchable for the rest of it. See how Promise Ruins responds. Still a good amount of picks open. You want to deal with the... I don't think you want to go Jushin. Kai is probably a good answer. But then you still have the issue of catching the Harley. Since we're gonna lock in the Harith and the Lilia This Harif could be flex. It could be in the gold lane. It could be in the jungle. We don't know just yet. But we do know with that Lilia, you got that early game pressure. You're able to put a lot of damage. The Jushin is picked up by Everlasting Forest. Like I've already said it, Everlasting Forest showing a dominant performance in this mid lane every game. Given over the Jushin might not be the best thing you could do here. But we're also going to pick up the Phobius to deal with the Harif. No, it seems like Happy Meals has the answers right now. Who could we possibly be looking for here? There's a number of options we can go with.
They call me a hero because I saved my nation from falling apart.
Alright, we're gonna go with the YSS. What I actually like here is that both of these can be flexed. I feel like you're a little squishy now, though. You have the YSS, you got the Harif. While both can be flexed between the gold and the jungle, so you do kind of leave yourself being a bit squishy. So we're probably looking for some pretty durable EXP or roamers for the side of Promised Ruins.
Fight for the ultimate answer.
Take out the Hilda. It's a good choice. You already have a lot of pressure coming from the Jushin. You don't want to give over to Hilda.
Let them play the hero.
Your team is
Responding with the removing the backline dive. It's a good idea, but I don't think you would be wanting to look for a Yuzong. Like I said, you're pretty squishy already. You want that front line if you are on the side of Promised Ruins. You also want someone that's going to be able to catch that Harley.
Your team is picking.
Steadfast.
Looks like we're going to pick up the Uranus. Me personally, it's not a bad pick for sure. You do get that front line. You check that off the list, but you kind of remove the ability to set. You don't really have much set for your team right now. You're going to put a lot of pressure onto Agony here with this roam. Though Uranus is a good answer to the Jushin because the stacks that you're gonna get from the Lantern.
Your team is picking.
Let's see what we go with as the Claude and the Glue is picked up for the side of Happy Meals. Now with that Claude, you kind of secure your late game, got your early game secure with the Jushin, and then you have Harley to kind of always be there throughout the game, putting out that burst damage, being able to play the map. We've seen Pandose do a good job at that many times before. Right. That Grok being removed. I don't know. You still want that front line. You're going with the Gatakacha. Personally, I don't. It's not a bad. Again, it's not a bad pick. But again, you're kind of removing the ability to set for your team, as you don't really have any guaranteed sets here. You have the AOG, yes, but it's telegraphed, so you can always get out of it, especially with a hero like Harley or Jushin or Claude that has the BMI, that has the teleport or the magic trick to get out. It's kind of looking a little rough, but as well as we've seen Agony play, he could be the one to catch them. As we load into our first game, ladies and gentlemen, are we ready for our first match of the grand finals?
Welcome to Mobile Legends. 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them. All troops deployed.
Coming into this match, we're going to see a lot of aggression coming out from the side of Promise Ruins as they have that Lilia, but with the Jushin on the side of Everlasting Forest, it could easily go both ways. Combination of the glue and the Jushin might be a bit much, but we see Everlasting Forest taking a lot of damage. It doesn't seem like they're forced to flicker back already. Yes, you might be able to bully some people, but the Lilia is not one of those heroes that you're going to be able to bully. Just the ability to kite, have that constant movement speed, and a large amount of damage you're going to be doing in that early game. You're not going to be able to bully Mojo Jojo too easily. Everlasting Forest may have to rethink their strategy here. Meanwhile, the rest of Happy Meal's making the rotation. Doesn't seem like much is going to happen yet. Viva La Vida just going about the route, trying to get as much farm as they can. Meanwhile, on top side, Jindica is taken down low, but is going to get out with that dash. A little bit of shield. Pandose looking for the kill and manages to pick it up. That is going to be first blood for Pandose. Jindica going down. Everlasting Force in trouble once again. This is what we expected to see from Mojo Jojo, that early game aggression. Viva La Vida also finding the kill. It's going to be 1-1 as this first turtle comes up. Viva La Vida not wasting any time, trying to take it down as fast as they can. Bajo is here to contest. First turtle's gonna go over to Promise Ruins. Viva La Vida finding the retribution. Blazing Duet is out. Not much damage being put out just yet. Agony is taken down low and is gonna go down. It's gonna be another kill, as well as Everlasting Forest going down. Bajo picking up the double kill. A lot of members falling. Vader is down. It's gonna be a 2-for-1 trade. Both teams are sitting at 3-3 right now. And Dose playing a little dangerous being this low HP, but manages to get the farm. Meanwhile, in this mid lane, duos just going at it. I think Everlasting Forest kind of learned their lesson, not trying to push too fast onto Mojo Jojo. Mojo Jojo being able to steal that crab. Viva La Vida running into Bajo, taking a bit of damage. Dark Wave is going to come out, putting a good amount of damage onto Viva La Vida, but they are going to fall back at about half HP, still looking good. As the second turtle comes up, both teams sitting at 3-3. Fight breaking out into mid lane. Just a bit of poking. Agony is going to be pulled back, taking a bit more damage. Everlasting Forest doing a good job trying to zone them out, using that lantern to create space for Pandose to get this turtle. Turtle about 30% left. Meanwhile, on top side, Jindica and Viva La Vida is going to find a kill on to Who's Cindy. Making that offside play, forgetting the neutral objective just to get that turret. Ultimately, they may have gotten the turtle, but I think Promise Ruins got the win. That is going to be a lot of gold going over to both Jindica and Viva La Vida. Meanwhile, Vader trying to push inside of their jungle. Not really having much trouble doing it either, as there's just not enough damage yet to push him back. Multiple members in mid right now. The Dark Wave is going to come out. Vader taken down to about 30% HP is going to back off as he regens. Both being so tanky, they're just kind of poking at each other. This is kind of why we want to see the Uranus for the Jushin. It has the ability to take those lantern hits as you're just going to keep giving him stacks. Cindy taking a bit of damage there. Jindica finding the bottom side turret. Great job zoning by Promise Ruins. Top side is going to be taken as well. Like Bajo was able to find something. As we go into this third turtle, both teams still pretty even. Only about a 300 gold lead right now. Both teams seem to be taking it slow. Vader once again in the side of enemy jungle, able to just take the damage. Pushing Pandose back. Doesn't seem like Pandose is going to be able to get onto this turtle. Everlasting Force in trouble. Forced to use the lantern. Black Shoes is out. Mojo Jojo getting locked down on, but manages to back out. Agony taking a bit of damage as well. Zaman Force is out as Jindica is in the back. Bajo taking a lot of damage, but is going to survive. Jindica has to back off. Kang taking a good amount. Vitalize is out for Agony, but it seems like he maybe uses the AOG to get out of there. Happy Meal's looking to possibly force down on this mid lane turret, but decides to back off and go for the turtle instead. Black Shoes come out yet again from Mojo Jojo. Vader in trouble, constantly pull back. Blazing Duet is out, and Vader is gonna go down. Who's sending a bit of trouble as well. Uses the BMI to get out of trouble. Kong taken down low, running for his life, is going to get caught by Jindica. The Zaman Force is out. Everlasting Force taking chunks of damage. Viva La Vida chasing is going to not find that kill, as Everlasting Force is going to slip out of there. Jindica and Mojo Jojo looking to push onto this mid lane turret. The Black Shoes is used up. Who's Cindy looking to defend, but is unable to do it. Want to say Promise Ruins doing a great job right now opening up this map, playing the objectives where they can. Vader just constantly being a nuisance to the side of Happy Meals. Both teams still pretty even at the moment. Happy Meals still got a slight lead, but when it comes to these turrets, on top side, Viva La Vida finding the kill onto Who's Cindy. Meanwhile, the clash on bottom still continuing on. Deadly Magic is going to come out. The Black Shoes is used by Mojo Jojo, and they are going to make it out of there. Just in time, Vader in a bit of trouble. Uses the dash to get on the other side of the wall, but may still be trapped. Dark Wave is out, and Vader is going to fall down. Pandose picking up the kill with 3, 0, and 2. Happy Meal's possibly looking to force down this mid lane turret. Probably the best time to do it. As we go into our first Lord, 9 minutes and 40 seconds in. Both teams once again still very even in the match. Viva La Vida is going to get caught by Pandose though, and that is going to be yet another kill. Deadly Magic is out, not able to hit its target though. Jindica looking pretty healthy. Happy Meal's looking to back off. Mojo Jojo is kiting, putting that damage onto Everlasting Force. Everlasting Force taken down to about 50%. Meanwhile, Happy Meal's trying to focus on this Lord. Baho taking that front line, putting the damage out. Vader also just in there. Deadly Magic is out, and Vader takes a load of damage, able to survive. AOG is out, manages to catch Baho, but the one finding the Lord is gonna be Mendoza. Zaman Force is out. Blazing Duet is going off. Viva La Vida is going to be taken out as Cindy picks up that kill. Jindica also in trouble. Cindy picking up the double kill, maybe a triple, but decides not to go for it as Mojo Jojo's damage is just a bit too much to take head on. An epic battle for Happy Meals coming out on top at 10-8 with about a 3K gold lead now. That mid turret is going to fall. Lord marching down top side. Looking pretty good for Happy Meals.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
Lord still sieging down onto top side, but they're gonna make quick work with it. Not even needing the Zaman Force, just putting out so much damage, but Cindy managing to take 2 turrets on his bottom side. Once again, Vader taken down low is gonna get caught by the stick. The grab combination. Finding yet another turret. The Zaman Force is out. Baho in danger. Jindica does catch the Deadly Magic. That's gonna be yet another kill onto Pandose. Have an amazing game at 6-0-3. Now with the 6K gold lead, looking even better if you're Happy Meals. Promise Ruins needing to find some answers in this first game. Kind of what I was getting at. They lack the setting potential to keep some of these heroes down. Mojo Jojo is gonna get hit with that Deadly Magic, but the Black Shoes is gonna save them. Cindy, yes, yet again sieging down on another turret. That turret damage is gonna be insane by the end of this match. Happy Meals looking to back off for now. Promise Ruins needing to figure it out. Once again, it's pretty much what I was getting at. With the lack of a set to lock these heroes down, they're constantly able to get away from harm. You don't really have anything to guarantee anything for your team. Purify is going to be used up by Vader. The Zaman Force is out. Kang is just going to run right out of that. It's the problem when you don't have that set potential. With about 8K lead now. It's looking real good if you are Happy Meals. Once again, Pandose having an amazing game at 6-0-3. Just being able to find those Deadly Magics each time. Finding the right target as well. We knew Pandose was already an issue on this Harley. Perhaps Promise Ruins thought they could handle it, but it doesn't seem like they're able to. Vader taking a bit of damage. Cindy just completely melting Vader. This is a Uranus we're talking about. You would think that a Uranus would be able to take a few shots, but no. Cindy with that 3-level gap and also locking in the Rose Gold Meteor. Cindy is completely online right now. Lord marching down onto the top side with no inhibitor to protect the base. Happy Meals looking to siege down on these other turrets. Lord pushing in onto the base. Baho taking a good amount of damage. AOG is going to come out, landing onto at least 2 members. Blazing Duet is going to be out, putting a lot of damage onto the team of Promise Ruins. Finding another kill, and the base is exposed. That is going to be game number 1 for Happy Meals. I think if you are Promise Ruins, you want to get rid of this Harley. You do not want Pandose on it, constantly being able to find their target each time. You never know what angle they're coming from. An amazing game by Pandose, but it is not our MVP, as Who's Cindy is going to take that. Jumping straight into game number 2. No breaks. No breaks at all. Straight into game number 2. Teams are switched around. Perhaps Promise Ruins looking to get their revenge.
Different perspectives expose the same truth.
3, 2, 1.
Sir, what's your command?
Your team is banning.
All right, they take out the Marcel once again. Like I said, you don't want to see Kang on it. Kang has done an amazing job on that Marcel each time. Fanny once again banned. I think they just fair Pandose. No. I don't know. Is there something we don't know? We've constantly seen these Fanny bans.
I've been waiting for too long.
Your team is banning.
Valor and royalty.
Maybe there's something we don't know when it comes to this Fanny. There's something that the side of Happy Meals does not want to deal with.
Let me tell you some basics of science.
Your team is picking.
All right, the Harley is left open, but this time being picked up by Viva La Vida.
Butterfly is born by thy wish.
The Jushin is going to be locked in yet again by Everlasting Forest. Uranus as well for Baho, taking out that counter for the Jushin.
Among the planes exists the equilibrium.
The Eve is locked in, which has always been a good response to the Jushin. As well as having that real world manipulation. You don't have to worry about the Valentina being picked up, as that Jushin has been locked in. So we're looking for something to combo with the Eve. Perhaps we're looking for a Hylos. Perhaps we're looking for a Grok even, but the Grok is already banned out. So who could we possibly be looking for? Who do we want to lock in? They're going to lock in the Flawed for Jindica.
They call me a hero because I saved my
What you guys are saying, Viva La Vida seems to be a Fanny main. By taking out that Fanny, it must be painful for Viva La Vida. Not being able to use your main in any tourney, it's constantly being banned out. There are answers for the Fanny, but perhaps Viva La Vida is just that good. And that's what it comes down to when you are a Fanny player. You just have to be good enough to get through your counters, with the exception of Phobius, because Phobius just kind of takes you out of it. There's a few counters to the Fanny that you just can't do anything about as the Fanny. Like the Phobius is gonna knock you out of the air regardless. The Kalea is snatching you out of the air, and the Atlas is also snatching you out of the air. There's nothing you can do about those three.
See value in me?
Your team is
You should.
I feel like there's answers to the Fanny, but the hero pool is not that big. Why not take it out?
Your team
I
is
will be the
banning.
truth this world desperately needs.
All right, we're locking in the YSS.
Magic is my life.
Your team is picking.
It could once again be Flex. Could be in the jungle. Could be in the gold lane. is picked up by Who's Cindy, so it could pretty much looking like it's gonna go to the gold lane. Bands are set up. I read the Phobias to use Zong, Fredrin, and Harif. I don't think you really need to take out that Harif as the YSS was locked in. Once again, it both could be flexed, but I don't think you would want to see the Harif and the YSS on one team. The Kaja is going to pick up for Kong. We've seen Kong do an amazing job on this Kaja before. It's also a good answer to the Harley. Or even a Claude when they come in with that Blazing Duet. So, it's like they are responding. Happy Meals have some answers.
This land is our homeland, and it will soon
Gonna lock in the Lapu Lapu for Vader, as well as the Hilda for Agony. We've seen Agony do really well on the Hilda. Personally, I would have wanted to have seen a kind of a bigger set, maybe a bigger slowdown, perhaps a high-lows for this Eve to pop off entirely, but you still do have that large amount of early game damage, so it could go in your favor. But if you fall behind, it's going to be pretty rough for Promised Ruins. While on the side of Happy Meals, we're looking to lock in the Suyo. It's good pretty much all around. As long as you don't get to the super late game, Suyo's doing real good. Alright, we got our teams locked in. And yes, this is going to be a gold lane YSS. As both teams make their final preparations and we prepare to load into game number 2 of the night. Best of 5 between Promised Ruins and Happy Meals, the grand finals. Promised Ruins definitely looking for some answers in this match, as that first game was not what you want to see.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them. All troops deployed.
What I will say is both teams do a really good job being patient. It was pretty balanced during that early game. Both teams showing that discipline, not just all in. But with this Eve and Hilda combination, we might be seeing some of that aggression coming out. It seems like Kong is the one that's going to be showing some aggression, putting a bit of damage onto both Mojo, Jojo, and Agony. And Dose already looking to get that damage in, using that early game pressure from the Suyo. Okay, taking a bit of damage. It's going to back off for now. Once again, both teams just showing that discipline, being patient, not pressing too hard, and looking to get to the blue buff, but is unable to do it just a second too late, as Viva La Vida is going to claim it. Viva La Vida already level 4, possibly looking for a deadly magic onto a member. First turtle comes up. Looking like Viva La Vida is looking to make a gank onto Who's Cindy in this early game rather than going for the objective. Viva La Vida making their way around. Who's Cindy getting baited out, but they don't want to take it. They feel like something's off. They know they don't have that vision on to Viva La Vida. Making the smart decisions here. Kang being taken down low. The real world manipulation is going to come out, and that is going to be a kill. First blood over the Promised Ruins. Turtle knocked down to about 20%, and the one finding it is going to be Pandose. Deadly Magic is going to come out onto Everlasting Forest using that teleport. They're just going to get away. Not much problem. Pandose looking. Put some damage onto Vader. Large amount of Evil Queller is going to touch, but Vader is going to live. Meanwhile, Happy Meals is going to completely push into the enemy jungle, taking down Viva La Vida and possibly taking his blue buff as well. Happy Meals once again showing that dominating energy. Just being able to make those risky plays, find the picks, and convert it into objectives. Happy Meals playing chess right now. Just about a 1K gold lead. Viva La Vida, we're going to use the magic trick to get back. Promised Ruins looking to make a move here. Deadly Magic is out. Real World Manipulation is going to come out as well, but Kong is going to get out of there. Revitalize is up for Agony. A lot of damage being put on to Pandose, not ready to give up just yet, but it's not going to be able to connect. Happy Meals looking to disengage for now. Both teams just poking at each other. Both teams looking for the kills, but just unable to find it. Showing that elusiveness. Neither team want to fully commit to anything just yet. All right, next turtle is up. Only one here is Vader. Uses the bravest fighter, but does not stop Pandose from claiming that turtle. It's gonna be 2 turtles over to the side of Happy Meals. Vader gonna get caught out all alone now. Baho in trouble, gets caught by the Real World Manipulation. Blazing Duet is out as well. A lot of damage being put down as Baho and Kong are both gonna fall. That's gonna be a 2-for-1 trade. They may have gotten that turtle, but was it worth it in the end? Promised Ruins making the rotation down to bottom side. Who's Cindy just doing an amazing job. A lot of damage coming out from Agony onto Kong. Unable to find a kill though. And he's going to disengage. Everlasting Forest trying to zone out as much as possible. Once again, here at a slow game. But what is going to cause the House of Cards to fall? This delicate balance we have between the teams. One play, one fight is going to change it. It's only a matter of time when that fight happens. Viva La Vida caught into enemy territory. Unable to make it out as Pandose is going to find that kill, but is going to pay as well. Getting caught by the Real World Manipulation. Mojo Jojo going to pick up that kill. Vader using the bravest fighter put some good damage onto Everlasting Forest. Unable to completely take the kill. And is going to lose their turret. Bit of a misplay by Vader, causing their team a turret.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
Next turtle fight is up. Jinnika able to find a turret onto the top side as a fight breaks down. Mojo Jojo completely pulled back, taken down to about 30% of their HP. Forced to recall. With Mojo Jojo being out of this fight, you don't have to worry about the real world manipulation. Happy Meal's looking to take this turtle. The one finding it is going to be Everlasting Forest, which is really weird to me considering how low her damage is onto creeps and jungle monsters. But hey, I guess anybody can get it if you try hard enough. Slow game, 4-3, with about a 2k gold lead for the side of Happy Meals. Again, both teams just showing an insane amount of patience. But when it comes to turrets, both sides seem to be down. Meanwhile, did they kill each other? What just happened? I think they may have killed each other on this bottom side. I'm not sure what just happened. Divine Judgment is going to come out onto Agony, but the kill is not going to be found as Revitalize is used. Baho caught into enemy territory. The real world manipulation is going to come out, taking down Kang, Everlasting Forest, and the rest of Happy Meals on the run. Promise Ruins able to find these kills, but they're not converting it into objectives, as they still have one less turret taken down compared to Happy Meals. Baho taking a lot of damage. Doesn't seem like they're gonna make it out, as they are sieging onto this turret as well. But no minions, they're gonna be forced to back off. But not without taking Baho down. Agony, once again, doing a great job on this Hilda. We've seen dominating performances from Agony on Hilda before. We've seen it on Grok as well. Agony is just constantly aggressive with this Hilda, dealing out loads of damage onto the enemy. Just being in that front line, taking good chunk off of Kang's HP bar. It looks like Promise Ruins is looking for a fight. They want to set it up so that they can take this Lord. Meanwhile, on the opposite side of the map, Viva La Vida doing the thing that he does best, pushing these side lanes, opening up the map for the side of Promise Ruins. Divine Judgment is going to land onto Jindaka, but the kill is not found. Vader using the bravest fighter. Real world manipulation is out as well. Mojo Jojo going to pick up a kill onto Pandose. That is the jungle down for the side of Happy Meals. Blazing Duet is out under the turret. Multiple members is going to be down. That is 4 down for the side of Happy Meals.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
Promise Ruins looking to siege down on as many turrets as they can, taking down that mid turret. Looking to take down the second tier mid turret as well, and they are going to make it happen. Viva La Vida also looking for some turrets as well. Holy Shield is going to be popped as the Lord is started. Jindaka doing a great job taking that Lord down. Promise Ruins having amazing macro, finding the turrets, finding the shields off of that turret so that the Lord can push down this lane without issue. The synergy, the communication. This is what we want to see from Promise Ruins. Didn't get to see much of it from that first game. It seems like they're finding their stride now. Jenica, you looking to take down yet another turret.
Red team turret has been
Lord
destroyed.
marching down mid lane, just ready to take that first dash onto the turret. It seems like Happy Meals is going to pretty much burst it down. It does get its charge down in, and it's going to be taken down. Looks like no inhibitors is going to fall this time. Promise Ruins make the smart decision to back off for now. We kind of fall in the same problem, but even though Promise Ruins is ahead, they don't really have that set potential. Real world manipulation and deadly magic is out onto Baho. It's gonna Evil Queller able to find Vader, but Mojo Jojo also able to find Everlasting Forest. This is gonna be a 1-for-1 trade. Promise Ruins definitely putting the pressure down on to Happy Meals in this game. Kang is not going to make it out. Baho taken down low by Jindica. As you are Happy Meals, your draft is starting to fall off, but for the side of Promise Ruins, you're only getting stronger as this game goes on. Happy Meals need to find an answer, and they need to find it quick if they are going to make it to this next match. Now we have Promise Ruins just kind of checking these bushes. It looks like they're preparing to make, trying to play this off lane to secure the positioning for that. Conceal play comes out. King unable to find it. Deadly Magic comes out onto Kane. Left all by himself is going to go down. That is going to be a member down for Happy Meals. And if you're Happy Meals, you aren't very happy as this Lord is about to go over to Promise Ruins. Baho looking to make his way in, chooses to not. Lord about 10% is going to go completely uncontested to the side of Promise Ruins. Lord marching down this top side. Vader got a pretty weird positioning, just trying to keep that sight. Not sure what the plan is here exactly. Perhaps looking to help escort this Lord. Waves are pretty much synced as they crash onto the base of Happy Meals. They have to protect these turrets if they want to keep that. They don't want to be at too much at a disadvantage, but that charge is going to completely burst that top side down. As they siege down onto the mid turret as well, that Deadly Magic comes out, finding Everlasting Forest, but the kill is not going to be picked up. Lord is inside of the base as Divine Judgment is going to land on Jindica, but it's going to get out using the BMI. Blazing Duet is out, Revitalize being able to bring him back up to about 100% HP, but loses that HP. Promise Ruins on the run. Bravest Fighter is out. Vader looking to get the kill. Puts a good amount of damage, finding a double kill for Viva La Vida. And that is going to be game number 2 for Promise Ruins. We are at 1-1. Promise Ruins definitely finding their ground on this second game, able to pull it off. Our MVP being Mojo Jojo, just doing an amazing job with those real world manipulations. We load into our third game of the night. 1-1. Best of 5. At this rate, we will be seeing a game 5.
Sir, what's your command? Your team is banned.
That Fanny is banned out once again. Just nerfing Viva La Vida as much as they can. But Viva La Vida showed them they do not need the Fanny. They can still make plays. Harley's also banned out.
I've been waiting for too long.
The carry is taken out. Not surprising, as we've seen it dominate each time it is picked up. Taking their time with these bans. Wonder who could they possibly be looking to ban this game.
Different perspectives expose the same truth.
3, 2, 1.
Hand out the Marcel. Looks like they're keeping true to their bans. They don't want certain heroes on certain characters. That Marcel for King, the Fanny for Viva La Vida. They banned out the Jushin, taking that pick away. Seems like Everlasting 4 is wanting to go for something else here.
Your team is picking.
Alright, with bans out of the way, that Leah Moore being banned out as well. Bans being away, we get to see the Freya on Who's Cindy. But the response is there. You got Agony on the Grok, finally. We've known Agony to be an issue on this Grok. We're looking to see what he's going to do. With that Freya being picked up and a lot of crowd control, you may be in trouble here. Phobius to deal with that, as well as Grok. Valentina is picked up. Wonder if we're looking to steal Tectonic Charge or something else. Sora is open as well, but we haven't been seeing many Sora picks up lately. Good chance we won't see it here as well. Gwen is picked up. Definitely seen someone call that. Gwen is picked up for Pandos. Definitely looking to see another hero with knockup being picked here, as the spatial migration might have some trouble landing onto its targets, as you have the Phobius and the Grok that could just stop you when you try to jump in.
They call me a hero because I
Looks like we're going to lock in that YSS for Viva La Vida. Safe to say that Viva La Vida loves this YSS. Did a good job on it.
This land is our homeland,
Your
and it
team
will
is
soon be our
banning.
burial ground.
Taking out Lapu. They don't want that backline dive. But you still kind of have Yuzong open if that's what you're looking to eliminate.
Crowned by heaven's mandate.
Zetien being a great ban here. I was thinking that, as you do not want that to be followed up by the Tectonic Charge. It's just too much crowd control, keeping the team locked down for a good amount of time.
Your team
I will
is
be the
banning.
truth this world desperately needs.
Right. Kind of taking their time with this second ban for the moment. Probably trying to figure out what could they best go for here. Looking at the draft, you already took out the Zetien. Could possibly look out to take out the Farsa.
Come on, Dexter.
They're gonna go for the Claude instead. Jeez, all right. Really taking their time with these picks, using the maximum amount of time, trying to figure out what could they possibly go for here. The Zetien was taken off, so you could possibly be seeing, dare I say we see a Kadita, dare I say we see Farsa. Farsa not such a bad pick, as you will have that range, it can constantly follow up. Looks like they're gonna lock in Bruno for now.
Time to take the field.
Your team is picking.
Oh, is that a CC we get to see tonight? And an Angela. There's no way. There's no way. Not in the current meta. Not in 2026. Do we actually get to see the Angela get picked up?
Always on the way.
Alright, we lock into Matilda instead. Matilda, once again, is one of the only supports I feel like that will do decent in the current meta. Has a decent amount of durability, has multiple escape options, whether it be that ultimate or the dash, and can constantly harass enemies in the early game.
Everything engulfed in flames.
Not a bad pick by Kang. Looking forward to seeing, as it is the first time we've seen a Matilda in a good amount of time. Looking forward to what Kang can show us tonight. Lair is locked in. Looking to keep certain heroes back. They definitely have a good amount of counters for this Guinevere. Let's see if they're able to utilize these counters appropriately, though, as we load into game number 3 of the night. What could we possibly be looking at?
Welcome to Mobile Legends. 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them. All troops deployed.
Definitely looking for a slower game from the side of Happy Meals. All of these games has been pretty slow in the early phases. Both teams filling each other out. They know that they can't be too aggressive or they will be punished for it. Everlasting Forest, not really poking much. You'd think you see a bit more aggression from the side of Promised Ruins, having this Grok, having the Valir. But they seem to not want to press anything too hard just yet. Agony getting a nice little hit there. Not much happening. Promised Ruins making their rotation onto the top side, possibly looking to set up for this turtle early. It is best of 5. We are currently in game number 3, possibly going the whole series as it is currently 1-1. Both teams showing that they are not going down without a fight. Still sitting at 0-0, 2 minutes in. Both teams still very even. We already knew this was going to happen, though. Both teams showing respect to each other, not trying to overstep their boundaries. As this turtle comes up, this will probably be when we see some action. Mojo Jojo. Tech charge comes out, but it's not going to really land onto much. First blood is going to be onto Agony. That is going to be a complete win for the side of Happy Meals, picking up 2 kills as well as a turtle. Promise Ruins. Violet Requiem lands on to Vader. The one finding the kill is going to be Kane. Jojo and Agony looking to make a play here is unable to connect as Who's Cindy is just going to jump right through that wall. Meanwhile, on top side, the 1v1 between Bajo and Vader. Viola Vita possibly looking for a kill here. Unable to find it. Ultimate runs out and then decides that they're just going to back off of this for now. Meanwhile, mid sitting at 3-0 and about a 2k gold lead, moving towards 3k gold lead for the side of Happy Meals. And Dose putting a bit of damage onto Mojo Jojo, nothing too serious yet. Agony managed to find the wall, decides not to tech charge there. As they are waiting for this next objective to come up, Turtle seems to be in favor of Happy Meals as they have the positioning on it.
Blue team has slain the turtle.
And Dose finding the turtle. That's going to be 2 turtles over to the side of Happy Meals. Viva La Vida possibly looking for another kill here, but they are not able to find anything just yet. Game moving very slow. Both teams showing a lot of discipline. They know that they need to hit certain power spikes to do anything meaningful here. Sitting at about 3-0, the 5-minute 40-second mark. It's currently 1-1 of the best of 5. First turret is gonna fall. Who's Cindy being able to find it. You would think you'd be seeing a lot more aggression from Who's Cindy. They've kind of just been on this lane, getting their farm. When you have that Freya, you kind of want to see the rotations on the map. You want to see that aggression coming out if you are Happy Meals, to take advantage as much as you can of the Freya pick. As you get into that late game, you're going to start to struggle as you will not be able to get in and take down turrets, specifically the inhibitors. When you have multiple people, you don't have that range that you need. Get a bit of a knockup for Kang. Nothing too serious as he was just trying to get out of there. This is probably the most drawn out game we have had in terms of just like neither team wanting to commit to anything. Happy Meals doing the discipline thing, honestly. They don't want to force anything, but they are taking the objectives where they can. Both teams playing smart, not trying to give their enemy any kind of edge. As this top side turret opens up, Agony is going to use that wall to delay those minions, but it doesn't seem like much is going to come out of it. Tech charge landing onto two members. Jenica forced to use the flicker to Violet Requiem. Does not get used as Mojo Jojo is going to flicker back. Who's Cindy in trouble and is going to survive, but gets caught behind the wall. And is going to fall down. That is going to be one member down for the side of Happy Meals. Make that 2 as Pandose finds their death as well. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, Bajo just pushing up these lanes is going to get caught by Viva La Vida. I don't think Viva La Vida wants to take on that fight. Bajo still does have their ultimate. Kang looking to put some damage onto Mojo Jojo. Mojo Jojo forced the recall.
Blue team turret has been destroyed.
The House of Cards seems to be falling as both of these teams are starting to make movements on this map. Both getting tired of waiting, looking to make the plays. That balance is being disturbed. Vader looking to get locked down on by 4 members of Happy Meals. They're going to successfully find that pick. Moving their way up to the top side, possibly looking to take down this turret. Second attempt at it with the member down is seeming like they will be able to get it this time.
Red team turret has been destroyed.
Viva La Vida on the side of enemy jungle might be a little too deep. This First Lord is up for its game 9 minutes in with about a 3k gold lead on the side of Happy Meals. Making short work of that, taking it down to just about 50%. It doesn't seem like Promised Ruins want to contest it, and it's probably in their best interest not to do so for now. With the Heavenly Shield being knocked off of that turret, they are going to have to look out. Wings by Wings comes out, but isn't going to find any target. Looking to jump in, Bajo goes in, but is immediately knocked back. Vader is going to be forced to use the flicker. The Valkyrie's charge is used up. Vader is going to go down. That is going to be a member down for the side of Promised Ruins as they siege down onto this mid lane turret. Agony. So many ultimates out. There's nothing that they can really do. Visual Migration comes out, but Pandose is going to miss the mark for now. Trigger has been pulled. Wings by Wings out once again. Finding a knock-up onto Jendica, but not much is going to come out of it. Lord does get his charge, but is going to be bursted down. No inhibitors knocked down, but perhaps... Oh, not even. Kang taken down extremely low, but is going to get out of there. Vader once again caught in the back by 3 members is going to go down. Who's Cindy putting in a lot of damage, constantly regenerating. Tech charge comes out by Everlasting Forest. Finds 2 members, but not much is going to be found after that. Top side turret is going to go down. The mid lane turret is being pushed on by some minions now. Agony trying to protect this holy shield, but it's going to pop. Stuck behind the wall. Being a bit aggressive, but is going to find a kill. Agony was not expecting that damage to come out from Bajo, but it came and it took him down. Bajo having an amazing game on this Thamas. We don't normally see them, but at 404, He's having a good game. Looking to siege down on this mid turret. Spiritual Migration lands, but Pandose forced to use the Winter Truncheon and is gonna fall, unfortunately. Luckily, they will be up for this Lord. With one member down, Promise Ruins seem to be on the hunt. Who's Cindy caught behind the wall, but is going to get out without a problem. Vader taking more than 50% of his damage. Baho jumping in, uses that ultimate tech charge, comes out, doesn't only find one member. Both teams going at it. Who's Cindy taking down low, uses the Valkyrie charge, but is going to be taken down. Indica looking to get some kills, taking down Baho. Indica might be online at this point. Chasing down Everlasting Forest and is going to find the double kill. Indica might be slightly online now. And Dulce and Khan going to find a kill onto Mojo. Jojo might have been a little too far extended by themselves. Taking a second to look at the items while we can. Seems like Jinica is online at this point. It's going to be a little bit harder as Jinica get more of those items locked in. Seems both teams are calming down for a bit. About 3k gold lead for the side of Happy Meals. Agony looking to recall for some reason. Was full HP. Not really sure what happened there, but they are going to recall. Happy Meals pushing down onto this Lord right now. Taking down to about 30%. It's looking like it's going to go uncontested. And it is. Perhaps we are looking to take down an inhibitor this time. Once again, it becomes difficult when you have that Freya. You don't have that range to push down on those turrets. It's gonna be up to King and Pandose to open up that space for Cindy to get onto these turrets. The Lord pushing onto bottom. One charge should be enough to take it out, but as far as the rest of these turrets, Happy Meals need to find an answer. Promise Ruins patiently waiting for that Lord to come. They don't want to overextend as they know they cannot take any of these fights. They are constantly losing. They do have Jinica, but Jinica is not entirely, doesn't have all of the items they need. Has a good amount of them, but not all. Happy Meals looking to force this Lord in. The charge is going to, Violet Requiem is going to land onto two members. Extra knockup by Kong. That is going to be a member down for each side. Spatial Migration comes out, but is going to be avoided. Jinica putting in a lot of damage, but is going to be dragged back. Jinica surviving barely with a slither of HP. Baho putting out a lot of damage, but is forced to back off for now. Kang is going to get caught, but they are going to find a turret in the mid lane. Happy Meals on the run as Viva La Vida is out for blood. Baho's going to get caught as well. Yet another kill going over to the side of Happy Meals. That's going to be 4 members down for Happy Meals. That might have been the mistake that Promise Ruins has been waiting for. Spatial Migration comes out, but is going to be punished immediately. We're at that point in the game where Viva La Vida and Jinica is pretty much online. They have that range to constantly kite your team. You don't really have that range to respond. So you have to find some kind of answer. If the Spatial Migration doesn't land, then what is your answer? You don't really have much set potential. Valkyrie's charge comes out. Jinica in trouble, is going to go down. Who's Cindy? Able to push up, but is going to be slowed and pushed back by Mojo Jojo. Vader trying to take on 3 members, but is getting slowly shredded down is going to fall. It's going to be 3 members down for the side of Promised Ruins. Right before the Lord, Happy Meals looking to take this one. Wings by Wings is out, is going to find Mojo Jojo. Mojo Jojo is going to go down with only 1 member left. The Violet Requiem is going to land, and that is going to be another game going over to Happy Meals. It is 2-1.
Victory!
A slow game starting out, but they definitely found their groove. Once the peace and the balance was disturbed, Happy Meals was out for blood. They found the objectives where they can. It's just looking good overall. Moving on to a game number 4. Can Promised Ruins bounce back? Of course, we're looking to see that Marcel and that Fanny ban immediately, as both teams don't want to deal with it. No rest. We're straight in. Hot matches. My voice could use a rest, but we're kicking it. We're going. No rest. Looks like they're not going to take out that Marcel and Fanny first. They're looking for different answers here. Maybe they will let it through.
Different perspectives expose
Your
the same
team
truth.
is banning.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the greatest magic show of all
Your
time.
team is banning.
Take out the Harley. Okay, there goes the Marcel ban.
I am a daughter of Northern Vale. Your team is banning. To protect
They
it
ban
till my
out the
last
Freya.
breath.
They definitely don't want to see Who's Cindy on it again, as Who's Cindy was just doing an amazing job with it. Definitely was a much slower start
What's your command?
to the game.
Your team is picking.
But when they had those items, they were able to get in. You would think they would struggle with the range, but they managed to overcome and being able to constantly dash in. Had they been in the base, it may have been a different story, but when you're outside in the open, you're just leaving a whole area for that Freya to chase you down. I'm gonna pick up the Jushin for Mojo Jojo. Don't believe we've seen Mojo Jojo on this Jushin just yet.
Welcome to Grok's castle, Tiger.
Gonna give the Grok over to King this time. Locking in the Fovius once again for Baho. But it's gonna be the response to Carry once again banned out. It just seems like these teams do not want to see certain heroes. They don't want to see the Fanny. They don't want to see the Marcel. And they definitely don't want to see the Carry. I think those have been the consistent bans each match. For both of these marksmen, we have seen them both do great on the Carry. So it makes sense to ban it out. Looking like they want to pick up that Yuzong early, as Yuzong has always been a ban as well as we got into those next phases. Claude is going to be picked up, so if you are Happy Meals, you're looking to start banning out those marksmen.
Sniper ready. Give me a target.
Your team is banning.
Moving into game number 4. Promised Ruins definitely want to win this match, or that is going to be game point for the side of Happy Meals. moment, taking their time with these bans. Wanted to make sure they have every little detail down. Banning out the Eve, good choice. As I said, constantly a good response to the Jushin and lane. Pairing that up with the Grok as well would be pretty deadly. So getting rid of that real world manipulation, got less to worry about when it comes to getting set. The Harif has not been banned yet. We could possibly see if Harif pick a ban out the Leslie, which is really interesting for me. I feel like most people aren't going to be looking for that Leslie. So we could possibly be looking at a tank jungle for the side of Happy Meals. Could possibly be seeing a Fredrin. As they seem to not want to have that true damage on the table.
It's time to go to the RT show.
Picking a Lilia, getting rid of it. It's like they want to lock in the gourd. Rather than a Fredrin, we get to see a Basha get picked up. So definitely still among the tanky heroes. Taking out that Leslie, taking out that carry. You definitely get rid of those counters. But of course, possibly that export gets picked up here. As you need something to shred through this front wall. Moskov being picked up in response to Claude. Both seem to do really well in lane, with Moskov being able to side split push as well with that Spear of Destruction.
I'm born with
But looks like they're going to lock in the Guinevere. Looking like they want to go, probably want to go more of a damage mage here. You're kind of already lacking in damage as you have the Grok and the Basha and the Phoveus. Might Farsa, possibly a good pick here. Nova, taking your chances with those spears. But
everlasting.
If they do hit, you are doing a load of damage. Both teams are locked in as we make final preparations for game number 4. Game point for Happy Meals. When it comes to these drafts, I want to say there's a lot of early game pressure coming from the side of Promised Ruins. They have that backline dive as well, but you don't really have much of a target. Don't have much of a target, as you could go for that Farsa. That's about really all you might be able to catch.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them. All troops deployed.
Looking to be aggressive already. Agony trying to invade onto the jungle. A lot of damage being put down onto Kang already. They expected an invasion already, so the team of Happy Meals was already prepared for it. They had the rotations there, protecting the jungle, making sure this Khalid, making sure Agony can't get in and harass. A huge contrast from the first games. Promised Ruins showing their fangs early in this match, finding that first blood. That's the type of aggression we want to see with this Khalid and Jushin combination. You do want to secure this early game. A lot of damage being put down onto Everlasting Forest. Needs to use the Wings by Wings to get out of there. Agony caught in a bad spot, unable to get from the crack of that wall, but is going to be just fine. And Dose looking for Vader. Vader is ready for it and is going to get out of there. When you have just 3 tanks standing in front of you, what are you looking to do? Vader gets knocked back. Not much going to happen here just yet. Viva La Vida unable to connect. Maybe in trouble here. Alright, bit of damage being put out. The Dark Wave is there. The Spirit of Destruction is going to land. Viva La Vida is going to go down. Feather Airstrike is out, putting some damage onto Vader. Another hero is going to fall. Heroes just falling left and right. That is going to be a death for Agony. Vader. It's going to be a 2-1 trade. Promise Ruins was showing some aggression, but it seems like maybe a bit too much aggression as Bajo is going to be taken down. Using the Wings by Wings once again to escape to safety. Definitely a lot more action compared to the other games, where we were going minutes at a time without anyone really committing to any fight. But it seems both Happy Meal and Promise Ruins are done with that this round. Feather Airstrike coming out to clear that wave. And Wings by Wings coming out to make that quick rotation. They sense a gank onto bottom is coming. And they are right as the team of Promise Ruins making their way down. Kang being able to spot them all out in that bush using the wall. Cindy safely sitting back there. Bit of damage put onto Kang. Just about 50% HP taken away. And Dose looking to set. The Tectonic Charge is out, and they are going to find a kill on to Mojo Jojo. Agony also taken down pretty low there, but able to escape using the flicker. And Dose on a hunt once again, looking for anything. Unable to find it, is going to back off for now. Black Dragon is out as this turtle is up, trying to zone out Happy Meals, but may have been put a little too deep. Dark Wave is out. Bajo looking to open up some space as well. Vader in trouble as the Feather Airstrike comes down. That is going to be a death for Vader, being picked up by Everlasting Forest. Agony also in trouble. Tech Charge comes out, taking Agony down. Turtle looks like it's going to go over. Viva La Vida with the positioning, though. Is going to get flickered on by Bajo, but still finds the Retribution and is going to get out of there. Promise Ruins on the run. Still putting a bit of damage. Violet Requiem comes out, and Dulce taking a lot of damage. The Spear of Destruction is going to land. Jindica joining in on this fight. Putting in a good amount. It's going to take down another member, getting a double kill over to Jindica. Usendi still farming over here safely. Hasn't really been active in these fights just yet. It could be a problem when they do. Spear of Misery is going to land, followed by the Blazing Duet is out. Feather Airstrike as well. It seems like they may have been too aggressive and is going to be punished. Meanwhile, on top side, Vader is able to find that turret. Perhaps we are looking to trade it on bottom side. Viva La Vida looking to want to defend this turret, but it's not the best idea as you have 3 members onto this turret right now. Everlasting Forest using the Wings by Wings. Bit of a calm moment right now. Vader forced to use the Black Dragon to get out of this little attack that Bajo and Vendose put on. Viva La Vida also on the enemy side, forced to use the Spatial Migration to get out. Feather Airstrike is out. Tech Charge is going to land onto Mojo Jojo, taking them out. That is going to be yet another death. Turtle is up 5 members to 4. Bit of damage put onto King Agony all as well. We're gonna take some. Lord being knocked down, but the one finding the turtle, Blazing Duet, is out. Finding yet another kill. Viva La Vida is gonna go down. The one to find that turtle in that fight is gonna be Everlasting Forest. About 3K ahead now. 11 kills on the board. The airstrike is out once again. Jintica takes it down to about 30% HP. Happy Meals is on the hunt. Promise Ruins definitely need to find an answer. If Happy Meals get this win, that will be our series. They will be the champions of University Legends GMX Showdown. It's a little difficult as they do have that early game draft. So as we get later and later, the tankiness of Happy Meals is just going to be too much to deal with. And I don't think Moskov is going to be able to pierce through all 3. Running out of time. Who's Cindy is getting the items they need. Agony's effect onto King is starting to go. Raging Sandstorm is going to be used up to get out of there. Tech Charge comes out, unable to connect onto their target. Meanwhile, on top side, a kill is found onto Jintica. Frozen Sight locked in for Who's Cindy. Moment to look at these items. Trinity locked in for Who's Cindy before it was locked in for Jintica. Feather Airstrike is out. Agony gets away. Uses that second seal to get healed up. Back at about 50% HP. Kang is taking a bit of damage, gonna get picked up. Vader putting a bit more on it, but it seems like the Lord is gonna go over to Happy Meals as Promise Ruins cannot find a way in. Petrified lands onto Everlasting Forest, but not enough damage. Spear of Destruction is gonna miss. It's going to be a problem as the Violet Requiem lands onto 2 men. Blazing Duet is out, putting a lot of damage onto multiple members. Has to get out of there. Husini taken down to about 10% HP. Baho is going to jump in, finding yet another kill. There's going to be 3 members down. Vader on the run. Pandose is going to let it go, though. Feather Airstrike is out. Mojo Jojo is going to take a hit, but is going to get out of there. That is 4 members down for the side of Promise Ruins. Happy Meals out for blood at this point, not letting anyone go as this Lord is pushing in. Holy Shield is up, so they may be saved, but it won't do much.
Blue team turret has been destroyed.
With waves still coming in. trying to protect these holy shields for the moment. They are about to go away in another 40 seconds. Successful push by Happy Meals. Perhaps looking to close this out on the next Lord as inhibitors are still up. Feather Airstrike comes out looking to force people back, but it still just being able to defend this middle turret for now. Holy Shield is going to pop on the top side. But Happy Meal's making quick work of the enemy's jungle. Promised Ruins unable to respond. About 9k ahead now. It's not looking too good. This could be it. Okay, King's positioning. Mojo Jojo completely unaware. The Feather Airstrike is going to come out. Mojo Jojo luckily getting on the other side of that wall. Still had the Purify, still had the ultimate. Could have gotten out of there either way. If you don't want to use those resources, as we are only 45 seconds away from this next Lord, doesn't seem like Promised Ruins is going to be able to contest as they are 10k down. I ask again, what is the answer? What can Promised Ruins do? They need to find a pick-off, but they just don't have that set. They have the potential. They just can't make the pieces connect. Can't make the pieces connect. They managed to get the knockup onto Kang, but this is the issue. With the tanky draft like this, Kang is just too durable. They can't put enough damage out, and you're so far behind. A 10k gap. It just doesn't seem like there's much you can do. That Lord is being bursted down, shredded, and Cindy isn't even there. It's gonna go completely uncontested. Inhibitors will be falling on this push. They try to find who's Cindy, but using the Blazing Duet is able to outplay and taking down Jindica as well, completely by themselves, taking down 2 members. It's not looking good if you're Promised Ruins, with Lord marching down on bottom side as well. Perhaps they will be up in time to protect the base, but the fact that you tried to take down who's Cindy, who was by themselves and was unable to do it, it's not looking good. This could be the final push for Happy Meals. A lot of damage being put out, but it is not enough. Black Dragon is out. Blazing Duet goes off yet again, wiping out another member. Managing to find a kill onto Baho. Another kill onto Who's Cindy. This might be the defense that they need. Tech Charge comes out defensively. Kang is trying to get out of there. All inhibitors taken up. Everlasting Forest trying to put a bit of damage on, forcing the members back, but it seems like they are going to be able to defend just barely at about 10% HP left on the base. Still 10k down. Those kills may have put them in the game a little longer, but it is still not looking good for the side of Promised Ruins. They have no inhibitors. Base is living on a dream. Tech Charge comes out. Viva La Vida is going to be taken out. Mojo Jojo forced to use that ultimate to get out of there. Doesn't seem like we're going to... Could we possibly be looking for a closeout here? The airstrike comes out. Raging Sandstorm does land onto Everlasting Forest and Who's Cindy. I believe they are going to try to close out here. They have the Minion Spear of Destruction lands onto Everlasting Forest. Blazing Duet is out, but Jindica putting the damage is going to be caught by Baho. Looking to run away, but is not going to make it away. That might be the mistake. This might be the final push. Baho, Pandolce, and Kang. Tech Charge comes out, is unable to land. They may have been a bit too greedy. Baho trying to put the damage out is gonna fall. Mojo Jojo picking up that kill. Happy Meals is now on the run with only 2 members. Lord only 8 seconds away. You're missing members. They will be up in time, but Bajo will still be down. Despite that, the gold lead is still very much in the favor of Happy Meals. They're only 5K down now. They got a bit more gold in their pockets. Could possibly make an attempt to contest this Lord, but they have to deal with these lanes first. Violet Requiem is going to land onto Everlasting Forest, taking out a member. Spirit of Destruction just barely avoided. Tech Charge comes out. Viva La Vida in trouble, but is going to get away. Happy Meals managed to find the Lord. In the meantime, Viva La Vida needs to get out of there, as this Lord may be the final Lord of the series. It is marching down mid lane. Promise Ruins desperate for the kills right now. Desperate to force Happy Meals back. Violet Requiem is going to land. Jenica trying to put in as much damage, trying to find the kills, but it seems like the one going down is going to be Viva La Vida, followed by Agony. It's not looking good once again. Jenica trying to put on the damage. Shield is back up. Finds the Spear of Misery, but is not able to make it connect. With Lord crashing in on base, you've lost your team. You lost your defense. You have no way of bursting this Lord down with 5 members of Happy Meal crashing down onto the base of Promised Ruins. This is looking like the final push, and that is gonna be a game number 4 for the side of Happy Meals. And our champions being crowned, Happy Meals, with the score of 3-1. Some of you called it. Some of you were right. 3-1. Once again, Kang doing an amazing job on this Grok, being our MVP, getting that vision, finding the picks, amazing tech charges with a score of 4-2 and 22. Our MVP, Kang. Everlasting Forest once again doing a great job as well. Finding those feather airstrikes. Who's Cindy with the blazing duets whenever they could. As we thought, that push is insane. An amazing match. An amazing series. Our champions, Happy Meals. It was an amazing series, guys. Very exciting, and we thought they were going to have a chance to make the comeback. They almost had it, but they got a little too desperate at the end. Made one too many mistakes, letting Happy Meals being able to walk in on their base like that. They didn't have anyone to defend. Once again, great series. Gotta give it up to both of our finalists, but ultimately to our champions, Happy Meals. That is gonna be the end of the University Legends GMX Showdown Season 1. It was a good run, guys. Once again, we gotta put a huge thanks out to Leia, Starboy, for helping make all of this happen. A shout out to Moonton, GMX Gaming, and Nexus Gaming for supporting us and allowing this to happen as well. I want to thank you all for coming out. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. We will be seeing you again for another University Legend GMX Showdown in the future. So I hope you all are here for it. But with that, I'm your host and your caster, TruSpirit, and we're signing off.